morning, everybody. Good morning, Lacey. Morning, everybody. So it is Thursday morning, and I know you're probably like, what? But guys, it's end of the year, and the struggle is real anyways as a teacher. But you all know I have a lot going on at the end of the school year. So thank you so much for bearing with me. You guys are the best support system ever, even though I'm not getting out as many videos as I have. Everything will be back to normal after the wedding, I promise. You're gonna rip my pants. From Florida was definitely, it was just like a rush of ridiculous amounts of things to do. My goodness, Ashley, get your stuff together. I have tried to really breathe and say no to some things in my life because I don't want to look back and think that I was so stressed out planning my wedding, and end of the year is stressful anyway. So Greg and I have really tried to take time to enjoy these last few months of being engaged and planning the wedding together and get the finishing touches and all of that stuff. So we've just been kind of taking a deep breath. We went out to the Cheesecake Factory 2 nights ago. I went and got my nails done yesterday. So just little things of just taking a breather every single day, and that's probably usually my YouTube time. So I haven't forgotten about you, and I know that that's happened a few times this school year, but this school year was definitely going to be an interesting one to say the least. Okay, so anyways, outfit of the day, I have my, oh yeah, t-shirt stuff, totally back burner too, if you all were wondering. Don't mind my cat litter box. But I still love them. I love designing them. So I definitely have this one that I will probably get out first. But it just says, first I drink the coffee, then I teach the littles. And I just love that. I love the littles term. And it's a super soft shirt too. So I'm really excited about that. My little favorite sweater thing that I wear, and yoga pants, and my flats for outfit of the day today. So I've got my coffee, but I'm actually gonna go to Starbucks because I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning and I've been meditating. I've been, consistently meditating every night before I go to sleep, and it's been helping me sleep so much, guys. There's so many YouTube channels. Like, that's what I use. I use the Headspace app, but the YouTube channels go for like 45 minutes to an hour, and I basically fall asleep by like 15-minute mark. Could not go back to sleep. I had so many thoughts going through my brain. There's just so much for me to catch you guys up on, and that'll just have to be later. But with my new principal, and they want to videotape me doing my morning meeting this morning, so I was worried about that. And it's funny because I have a YouTube channel, but they don't know that, so we're just gonna have to do that. Is that all you wanted? Get a cat, they say. They'll be independent and you'll never see them, they say. She's like a baby. A 7-year-old baby. I am going to get to Starbucks because, tangent, I told you guys that I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, okay, and could not go to sleep because I couldn't turn my brain off and my stomach was hurting me, and I literally laid awake for 3 hours and woke up and finally got dressed because it wasn't worth it anymore. So I need more caffeine than just my regular coffee. I need some espresso. It's like 35 degrees outside, but I'm willing it to be spring with my flats. I think it's supposed to be like 58 today, so I should be okay. I'm gonna shut down my computer and get my butt to Starbucks.
Hey guys, so it is actually after school, and I'm leaving, but I wanted to show you what I've been getting done. So I used to have my read alouds on top of my bookshelf back here, and I found that I wasn't really remembering to pull them, if that even makes sense. Like, I was lazy and grabbing them from like online or YouTube or something. So like that sounds really, really bad, but I guess it's probably towards the end of the year I kind of get lazy and just like try to look it up on YouTube. But I decided to move them to my back counter, so I will show you that in a second. But it kind of looks a little bit cleaner back here. I do still have 3 bookshelves. The blue baskets, ugh, I want them to be black because everything else in my room is black besides my carpet. I used to have a blue classroom back in the day, and that is my last thing that's just kind of like, it's still kind of blue. So that's kind of an investment that I'm going to have to make. And I feel like I just can't get rid of them until they break. You know what I mean? Or I can't make it that investment right now. And I thought about spray painting them, but that's a lot of work. So that's why they're still blue, but that's, they're back there. And I went ahead and moved their WordWork centers back here. So those are down there, and I have not made any labels for them yet. So, that might be a summer job, to be honest with you. So I moved their base 10 blocks back here too, because we really don't touch them too often. But I don't really want to put them away because sometimes they want to grab them and use them for different problems. But we don't use them like on a daily basis. So I put them over here, and they've got those in order. And then I also have some chapter books and some read aloud books. Again, those aren't in the best containers, but I need to have like a container makeover and kind of match everything. Like my book boxes look really trashy right now, but my book boxes are all black, and I changed that last year because I had them all different colors. So I'm really happy with all black, but yeah, I still need to change my containers over to black, but you know, I'm not made of money. I do have my phonics and my black baskets that I talked about all done. So those are good. Those are back behind teacher table. I moved their mailboxes over here. So I know you're probably laughing like, girl, you move those mailboxes all the time. Yeah, you're right, I do. But it was getting so messy over there. And even though there's like a clipboard and, you know, trash right there, or whatever, it is what it is. But over here I can see it being cluttered more often, if that makes sense, because my desk is right there. So I can see it over here more often instead of over there. Like I would make them clean it up if I saw the mess, but I can't see it from over there. It's kind of hidden. So there's that. And then here's what behind my desk, or my desk is clean, so that's nice. So desk is clean. Here's what behind my desk looks like with all of my read alouds, and I have them by month. And I used to combine January and December, but it got way too big, so that's why it's blue. But I actually got another black one there on the end, so I just need to switch out the labels and put them in there. So they are all black, and it's kind of messy, at least messy to me. I would like to get different containers for my read alouds, and then have some extra book bins like that to have for something else in the classroom. I can't remember what I wanted it for. On here I have all of my tubs. So again, I still don't have labels on them. I just have the stickies because I want to take the time and make labels that all match, and I don't know what I want that to look like yet. I'm sorry, I'm really shaky. I'm really shaky today. I'm really sorry. I'm really tired. So my very last thing that I have to do is sitting right there. So that's not sitting there to stay. That's sitting there for me to go through. So I'm really proud of myself that I am, I'm kind of dealing with clutter right now, but going through and taking it one day at a time and going through things and getting rid of things that I truly don't need or have not used in forever has been really, really helpful. So my closet looks like... So here I have, these are just some like extra random everything. It kind of looks messy, but it's actually, they're like all in bags. They're just kind of extra supplies that I don't really need, but I don't want to get rid of either, because I feel like I use them throughout the year at random times. So yeah, like base 10 blocks and random stuff like that. Up here are a ton of everyday math games that are dry sometimes. Sometimes I like them. Like Monster Squeeze is really great. But there are like a ton of games that I've printed out, laminated, cut, and I don't use all the time because there are other games out there that are better, blah, blah, blah. So I just shoved them in there in case I ever need them, like animal cards and stuff like that. If you have everyday math, then you know that there's like a game every single lesson. So I've shoved them in there. There are extra cards. So I have all of my cards in these little snack containers that you find at the Dollar Tree. And I get them out when we do whole class card games, but I actually have over here Over here where all of my math manipulatives are in little Sterilite containers, I have a container that has like 10 of them in there. So in case somebody wants to play a card game or they need cards for something, then they have them like readily available. Seasonal. So this is something that I'm pulling out like kind of every month really. So that's not something that I really need out, like my tubs over there that I kind of use weekly. This is more monthly. So I can grab and store things in there like Christmas and of the year and stuff like that is separated in my monthly. It's like random classroom stuff. Like this is a calendar thing that I have put away. I'm not sure that I'm going to use it next year. It's kind of more kindergartenish and command strips and stuff. And random stuff that I want in the classroom, say like extra lights or more like classroom decor or hooks and just stuff like that, like things that I need to like decorate my classroom, I guess, if that makes sense. So I have that stored in there, and I actually have this nice open free space, so that's really nice. I haven't really quite figured out what that's going to be yet. Over here is just kind of like my coats and stuff. Here is the most important part of every closet, let's be honest. I have my coffee cup. This is a llama. My old, I don't know if I've told you guys about my llama, but she got us, it was kind of a teacher joke of save the drama for your llama. Drink this all the time and it makes us laugh. How to survive as a teacher, teachers and my principal and people about this. So anytime that they need coffee or a pick-me-up, we share each other's coffee. So I have some peppermint tea in here. I've got some vanilla caramel tea. This vanilla caramel tea is where it's at. Yeah, that's how hard I've been working, and I will show you recess. So this is what recess looks like. So right now they're just in these little containers and they pull them out and they work out fine, to be honest with you. They're just not the prettiest thing in the world. That's a wrap for today. I'm going to vlog tomorrow too, just so it can be a little bit longer. Hopefully I get a mini lesson in. Oh, I feel like I was going to tell you, yeah, never mind. Let me talk to you for a second. I feel like I was going to tell you about our principal. So when we got our new principal, she's another doctor, so her dissertation is in, I'm actually not for sure like the specifics of it, but it's basically early childhood like brain development and the 3 different parts of the brain and how a child learns best and what happens when a child acts out and why and where did that stem from and what part of childhood and things like that. Really, really big on getting the child where they need to be. Each child is treated differently based on their needs in this safe environment, and which I totally love. Like I use the responsive classroom and the morning meeting book and like whole brain teaching and all of that awesome stuff already. My coworker and I have been, so it's great that she's popping in and kind of teaching us about this brain development and if a student is at a certain level and you're at a certain level, then sometimes they can't even move forward. So like the primal level and the thinking level and different things like that. The lowdown on our new principal is she's wonderful. She has been changing a lot of things, a lot of external changes. So she's been changing a lot of classrooms that need to be changed. So like a lot of our grade levels are split up just by, I don't even know how it happened, just by moving things around and changing, how many grade level groups we have and things like that, how many, say like 4th grade classrooms or 3rd grade classrooms that we have, and it just changes. And it hasn't like restructured back, if that makes sense. Which teachers obviously get comfortable in their classrooms, but she's making some major changes that I'm really, really excited about. So she's actually moving the music room and the art room, and she just like totally wiped out a computer lab, which we don't even like that computer lab anymore because the computers are so old and the township's not buying any more computer labs anymore. So I'm like, why do we have this wasted space? So that's going to become a classroom next year, and it's just, we're so excited about all of the, oh my gosh, like, why didn't we think about that before type of thing. Here we are, fiddling our thumbs thinking we don't have any more space to do, a small group, like a pull-out group. They have to sit in the hallway type of thing. So now we have spaces for those. places, and she, you know, that's all thanks to her, and she has this vision. And she's also, at least to me, a lot of people take things differently, or handle, you know, change differently, but I told you guys that I needed that change. I needed that structure. I needed somebody to tell me, you know, this is how it's going to be, this is what I expect, and this is my vision for our school, and, you know, this is how we're going to get there. And she doesn't beat around the bush, and but she does it in a really respectful way. So I just absolutely love her. I'm losing it, so I need to go ahead and go. So I will see you guys in the morning. Great.
Yes.
Author's purpose. Say I can.
I can
Find the author's purpose.
find the author's purpose.
Think about your favorite pie. Teach.
Okay. Chicken pot pie. But it's really good. I
Oh, you don't like pie?
chicken pot pie.
Capacity class.
Yes.
Capacity class.
Yes.
Hey, 3 different pieces of pie for author's purpose. Sit back down and move on. You know, we get a little wiggly when we talk to our friend. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's practice it again. Tell your friend, peanut butter and jelly partner, your favorite pie, and then I say class, class. I want to see that quickest turnaround and laser-like focus on the slice. Are you ready? Favorite pie. Teach. Class, class. 3 pieces of pie. Say persuade. Say inform. Say entertain. Persuade, remember, trying to get us to do something, like pick up the environment, make a cleaner earth for Earth Day, try to have you to do something. Inform, those are like our nonfiction books. They tell us facts, but sometimes it could be a little bit of both, nonfiction and fiction, teaching us about something. And the orange part is entertain. So the author wrote it just to purely entertain us. Okay? So we read this yesterday. Are pirates polite? Use your little noggin. Think about if it falls under 1 piece of pie, or maybe 2 or 3 pieces of pie. Which one do you think? Why do you think Corinne, I think her name is Corinne, or Corinne, Demas, Corinne Demas or Demas, I'm really not sure, and Artemis Roehrig, those are some hard words, those are some hard last names. Why do you think they wrote this book? Makes us laugh, doesn't it? Right? Oh, why do you think it's persuasive? Teach us to be a little bit more polite, or maybe it's saying that it's a good thing to be polite. It's a good informational book for them on how to be polite. Yes! So, oh my goodness, this book is like a power pie. It has all 3 pieces of pie in it. Okay? The most important thing is when you're picking which pie, you just need to have a reason. We're going to try Author's Purpose today with your own book. I have a piece of paper. I'm going to give it to you, and you're going to fill it out independently during independent reading time. Read this up. Hello! Babe, hold on. I'm filming some YouTubes. So I forgot to talk to you guys after school today. We're going to the Pacer game. We're so excited. Oh, wait, you're so much taller than I thought you were. We're going to the Pacer game. It's game 3 against the Cavs, and it's at home in Indiana. So we're going to go. You aren't playing, but I love your enthusiasm. Mom and Dad couldn't go tonight, so they offered us the tickets. So we're really excited. So we're leaving, right? tired. They're really tired to begin with.